Alright, so now we're going to talk about what does it take for people who have talked or been in a relationship or dated or messed around sexually to be friends. And so what I think has to happen is, first of all, there should have been a friendship to begin with, if that's to happen, because any of those conditions could exist if there's just sexual attraction. We've all been with that person where that's really all there was that you really were interested in. And like every time that you wanted to have a conversation, you just end up having sex instead because there's nothing to talk about. But I think if there's a genuine friendship from the get go, I think that's the way. And also, if the breakup is good, like if there's no hard feelings in the end, then it's more likely to be a friendship. If you're a good sport about being dumped or whatever, I think that contributes to it as well. So what do you think?
Um, Definitely, like you said, yeah, you're right. It definitely had to be a friendship before then, because if it wasn't, I mean, with the sex, it didn't work. So imagine without. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
So, yeah, you definitely have to be friends. But sometimes it could end on bad terms. It could
Yeah.
end on bad terms that weren't really your terms to begin with, and it ends up that way.
We don't know fairness, even if it does, because everyone is gonna get hurt when they're dumped or whatever, they're broken up.
Yeah, everybody definitely.
So,
Definitely.
but I
Oh,
think
just real quick, just a quick thing. Dudes do get hurt the way girls do.
definitely, yeah.
Our tears are just dry. You know what I mean? Like we don't. It's not in our face. It's not in
Sure.
our face. That's
Most of the time.
for the
anyway.
most part. Yeah, yeah. For the most part, it's not in our face. Our tears is there. They just dry.
Mhm.
They always dry. So, go ahead.
So yeah, basically, when if it ends on even if it ends on bad terms, if you can come back to it later, and as long as something wasn't said that really went too far, it's like any friendship. If you cross the line, then there might not be a chance of friendship. But if you don't, you can probably repair that and at least be friends after that. And I think as long as there are clear rules too about what each of you are comfortable with, where if you still want to mess around with the person, if not, things like that can also decide. And if you don't keep pushing to get back with the person,
Yeah.
if that's not what they want. So those are basically the factors where that decide whether or not you can be friends afterward. But one thing I think is interesting, if we look at it the other way, what does it take for people who are friends to become more? Like, what do you think?
First of all, it definitely has to be the dude to initiate it. It definitely, that goes to back with what we were saying about a man being a man and
Mhm.
putting his foot down, stuff like that. No girl's gonna. I don't think for the most part, no girl's gonna say, hey, you know what, we should be some more. It's possible, everything is possible.
Yeah.
But the dude's gonna be the dude, the person that's gonna say something about it. As far as the best way to get from the friend zone to the relationship zone is never being in the friendship in the beginning. It's just the jump. People be like, no, that's the easiest way. I'm like, you're right. It is the easiest way, but this is when like you were never really. Y'all friends, but you was never really her friend. You was just waiting your turn.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know what I mean? You was just waiting your turn to get with her. That's. I would let that stuff be known from jump. I'm not gonna be like, you know what, let's be friends at the beginning. No,
No.
how about let's just work on everything at once and see how it goes,
I mean, yeah, definitely. But I think first of all, there should be the mutual attraction from the beginning,
Yeah.
because it doesn't seem like it's really going to go anywhere from that. So if there isn't that attraction to begin with, and I guess it can happen. I think it's all about being confident, things like that, and also being attractive to her in your personality and what you do, and don't act like that friend that she's always talking to about her relationships and all the other guys that she's dating, and allowing those things to happen necessarily. Always being too, I guess, I don't want to say too dependable. Like she always knows that you're always going to be there at the phone waiting for her to call,
Right.
things like
Right.
that. And I think that's what it is. You have to still be a man and not let her take over. I think that's like the best chance.
Yeah, you gotta I would say, just avoid the friendships
From the beginning, yeah.
from the jump. Let her know what it is from the jump. And then remember, if you want to go to friendship zone and it works for you, and you know y'all start something up, whether or not it's gonna work or not, that's on y'all. You know, everybody's different. But remember, if the friendship thing started and worked for you,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna work for the next dude that's gonna be waiting his turn. So remember
That's
that. You know, once you with her, if it worked for you, why not? Why can't it be? You know, possible for another person to have the
I
same
mean, the
success?
truth is, two friends who they're sort of in the friend zone. That it does happen. They end up becoming more, but you don't really want to take that chance. Really, I'm not really sure what that is though. That would cause. That would actually cause her to actually want to go further than that. I think there was something from the beginning
Because
that she
you're thinking
wanted.
that,
That's what I was
okay, well, we've been friends this long,
Yeah,
you know?
but I don't
That's
think
about
that
it. That's all
females
they
don't
need.
tend to think that way though. Like from what I've seen, they don't say, "Oh, we've been friends for a long time." What?
Nah?
Like, guys might think that way, but girl, or in general, you want someone you're attracted to. And friendship, those are two different things. What you need to be a friend is different from what you need to be that person's partner. I think.
True. There are definitely different tools of the trade. What would you say? Would you say sex is a factor?
What do you mean?
What if they had sex before and then from there they became
I think.
something?
Well, yeah, that's a whole different thing. Like if you started out just messing around and then.
No, it kind of they were just friends, and then they after that one day, it wasn't not that one day, just one day something popped off, they did something, and then they were in a relationship after that.
Hey, it's good news if you even get to that. Honestly,
I
give
guess
yourself
so.
a
I
pat
guess
on
if you're
the
in the
back.
if you're in the
Definitely.
friendship zone and you jump there, why not?
Yeah, you really
Why
need
not?
like you have nothing to be ashamed of after that.
You good, basically.
Yeah, you did something a lot of
Okay.
guys can't accomplish. But yeah, after that, well, it depends on the sexual performance, how that worked out, obviously.
Yeah.
But sometimes it happens and then that's it, and you might not even get to go back to that again. It was just like one thing, and maybe she wanted it that one time,
You're right.
then it's over. So, but I mean, still,
Ladies, just watch the friend zone. Not everybody that's your friend is your friend.
definitely.
I
That's
definitely I heard a lot of girls say, "Oh no, that's definitely my friend. That's
And
not always your friend."
And sometimes the guy, you have to. Yeah, there was this experiment with all like they asked girls, "Oh, can guys and girls really genuinely be friends or whatever?"
I don't know. I don't think that we could. Well, I could say that you could, but not without no
Yeah.
kind of.
I
damn,
think, yeah.
I'm a dude. Don't tell my girl, but what I'm saying, I think you would agree too. Like, you'll be like, damn, that's my friend, but I'll slap her shit.
Yeah.
Slap her shit.
That's true.
You know what I mean? You're not gonna say, probably not even gonna say it to your own peoples. Like, that's how secretive that is. But let's be honest, every
That's what
dude,
you
we
said.
gonna
Yeah,
think the
exactly.
same thing. Like, well, that's my friend, but damn, she, she got a couple of things that I like in females. I like this, I like that, boom, 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 and she got it. Why wouldn't I try to, you know what I mean? But you wouldn't do it because then you'll sacrifice
exactly.
that friendship. And I don't know,
And some girls don't even realize it. They're just like, oh,
You're
we're just
naive. Yeah,
friends.
don't be naive. Don't be naive. At least 80% of the dudes if they're your close friends and stuff like that, they would fuck you.
But guys, if you're in the friend zone,
Wow.
but guys, if you're in the friend zone right now, I mean, this is the time where you want to just make your intentions known. Like honestly,
Let it be known.
even though you might have gotten yourself in deep now, now's the time. And if the friendship isn't working for you, don't just sit there and think one day. I mean, sometimes you just have to move on. I mean, honestly, you might have gotten attached and things like that, but if you feel like you can't be her friend without feeling jealous every time she's talking to another guy and think about stuff like that, then you just have to sometimes let it go.